Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Gregorino Pepperino, and welcome back to Scuffed Lego Review. Today we are reviewing set number 10330, the McLaren MP4/4 with Ayrton Senna. A couple videos back I reviewed the Williams with Nigel Mansell, which is very similar to this kind of lineup. I love the look of the MP4/4. It's a timeless car, in my opinion. I think it just looks great. And of course we get the legendary Ayrton Senna as well as a minifig, which this was like the first of its kind, like including a minifig with these kind of Lego icon sets that are cars. However, the age rating is 18+, so unfortunately Ayrton Senna's girlfriend cannot buy this set. I can't include that in the video. I'm actually quite surprised that they chose this car to make into a set, mainly because of the colour scheme, which sounds stupid, right? Why would that be the case? Well, this car in particular had a Marlboro sponsor with it, which is noticeably absent from this set. There's no sticker showing Marlboro because why would they? But why do I say this? Well, if I just put an image of a Marlboro cigarette pack on the screen right now, you can kind of see the similarities a little bit. I feel like it's kind of deep wheel knowledge that you have to know to kind of understand why the car's colours is red and white. But I just think it's funny. Let's just move on from that. Flipping around the box here, looking at the back, just like the Williams car, they don't show any real life pictures of the car because of the cigarette sponsors, but I still feel like they could have at least shown some censored pictures of the car, but I guess they don't. And that it actually has internal steering with the car, and you can take the engine cover off there and see the guts and glory. And of course you get the stand there that has all the information about the car, like how many championships it won, who drove for the car, who made the car and whatnot. And Ayrton Senna has a little podium that has a little quote on it. We're going to read that once it's all built. Now noticeably, this is one criticism that a lot of people had when the set came out, and this is like around a year since the set came out. The tyres are the biggest drawback for me on this set, and all four tyres are the exact same width, which is just so off-putting. It's a shame really, because if they just put the tyres from the Williams onto this car, it would be phenomenal. But the tyres are very much lacking because they just look kind of scuffed. No pun intended. The set comes with 693 pieces and it retails for this amount of price. Anyways, that's enough yapping. You guys know the drill. Let's get to the time lapse. And just like that, the sets could... Wait, the hell is this? Get out of here! Sorry, I don't know what that was. That was just a really unfunny joke that was just in front of my camera. I have no idea what that was. Anywho, what I can say about the set already is that it looks just gorgeous. I just love these kind of sets. We're going to first have a look at the minifig. Now, can I say that this looks like Ayrton Senna? Maybe. I mean, it's kind of hard to make him look like Lego. The race suit is really cool. I love the race suits for these sets. But the trophy is actually different from the Nigel Mansell set. I think it's just because it's a different time period. You know, the trophy's gonna look a little bit different. And also, just like the Nigel Mansell set, it comes with a unique printed helmet, which looks So good. I'm so glad they did this. Like, they could have just printed a yellow like helmet off and then just went, yeah, let's just call it a day. But they went out of their way to put the little detail in there, and I loved that. It's so cool. He also has a different face printing on the back of his head. I think this actually has more of a difference than the Nigel Mansell minifigure, because there was like no difference between the two faces that was on the head. But this one, he's smiling, and then he's locked in. Here's the stand that he comes with. It's like the exact same on the Nigel Mansell one. I still don't know why there's holes there. It would make sense if it probably goes into somewhere, but it doesn't. So there's just random holes there for some reason. We have Senna's quote on a little flat tile here, and it says, "No matter what your dream is, you have to dedicate yourself entirely to it." Thanks, Ayrton. I appreciate that, mate. The set took me just under 2 hours to build, which is actually pretty good. I think it's just because I'm getting more quicker and faster and better at building these sets. Here's also a quick look at the stand that the car goes on top of. Again, it's the exact same on the Williams. In fact, this was the first car out of the two to do it, so this is kind of like the base that the Williams went off from. And it has all the information there. It's from the 1988 Formula 1 Championship. The drivers are Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna there. But the car itself just looks so cool. I'm biased. I love McLaren, and this is just a timeless looking car. However, like I said, the wheels, they're kind of goofy. A little bit goofy. It looks a little bit silly. I mean, if you want to splash out the cash on Bricklink or on eBay, you can just get the Williams tyres from that set and put them on this to make it look a little bit better. But I mean, this was the first set out of the series of the like Icons Formula 1 sets, so you know, I mean, they got to start somewhere, I guess. The set also comes with a unique blue brick separator. These are not that hard to come by, but they're not that common either. Usually they come with orange brick separators, but this one is in fact blue. So if you are a brick separator fan, I know there are some of you in the comments. In one of my last videos, one of you asked about brick separators, and I feel like I'm obliged to keep them into the videos now. So here is your brick separator. I like this color more. I think it's just cooler. There was 6 bags in this set. All were plastic. Majority of it was just building the car, but some of it is with the car stand and the little minifig stand there as well. The set has 11 stickers, which is actually not that bad. Some of them already have the printing put onto some of the bricks, like the front wing here. Majority of it is just printed on, like the little nose bit here and the Shell logo, but this is actually a sticker. And like the curved pieces here that said powered by Honda, those are also printed on. There's one drawback with the printed pieces. It's a little bit of a nitpick. Actually, no, it's a major nitpick. This piece here, if you really look at it, the white is slightly off. That's like the biggest nitpick ever, and I know some people are gonna be like, bro, it is not that deep. And it's not, and it's very subtle, but if you look here, there is a Taghua or Taghua, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the watch brand, the fancy watch brand that you see everywhere in Formula 1. Here's a look at the built-in steering of the car. It's cool that it's included, but you're not really going to be using it if it's on display. But if you don't want to play with it, you can steer it with your thumb or like your finger to control it once you're like roaming it around on the floor or something. But overall, this set was very seamless to build. It was actually very enjoyable. A lot more enjoyable than the Williams, and I really liked building that car. I just think these sets are such fun to build because it's not a giant, bulky, massive build. Even though I love sets like that, I love taking my time building and seeing it being put together from one piece into like a whole set. It's so satisfying to me. There's a couple of notes I made whilst building the set. Inside of the set, because you won't actually see it unless you proper look into it. I think if we do take off the engine piece here, if you look over here, these are, I thought were the Brazilian flag colours. I think they are still, but I'm an idiot and didn't realise that it's the same colour scheme that it is on Senna's helmet here. I mean, I think it's just simply because he is from Brazil and these are the colours of the Brazilian flag. I'm pretty sure that's the first thing that came to my mind. But for those with insane F1 wheel knowledge may have realised that this is the same colour scheme that McLaren used for the livery in the 2024 Monaco Grand Prix, and that livery is like a homage and like a tribute to Ayrton Senna, so it's neat. This is not the only part of the set that has this colour scheme. There are multiple parts in the set whilst building it that have it as well. There are some footage on the screen right now that I show off where it shows that colour scheme. I just think it's cool when LEGO does little Easter eggs in some sets, where it's like internally built into the set. You're never going to see it unless you take the whole thing apart again, but it's there once you're building it. It just makes the building experience even more fun and just enjoyable. But this set for me is just high praise with tiny little issues, like with the wheels. I just think you can easily replace it with the new wheels that came out of the Williams set, and it just makes it look 10 times better. But yeah, other than that, I just think this set is great. It's a must buy if you are a McLaren fan, an F1 fan, or an Ayrton Senna fan. And that's why I'm going to give this set like a 9.6. It would genuinely be a 10 out of 10 if the wheels weren't the way they are. If the wheels were like how it was on the Williams, this set would just be 10 out of 10 for me. It would be such a good looking set. But yeah, that's my review of LEGO set number 10330, the McLaren MP4/4 with Ayrton Senna. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you guys enjoyed. It will help out the channel massively, and I'll very much appreciate that. And also subscribe with notifications on if you guys want to be notified with future reviews that come out, so you can be the first to watch them. Anyways, hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.